Greetings, friends, and welcome to Enigma Night Gaming. My name is Liara, and I will be your guide in today's adventure. Today, we're playing World of Warcraft, the Burning Crusade Classic Edition, and in today's episode, we are heading to this beautiful lake behind us to see what kind of tasks we might have in store for us. I can already see some very interesting creatures wandering around. So, without further ado, let's hop into the game. Alright, so I think we're going to begin by heading to Lake Alameth. There are several quests that we need to do there, and also the initial quest to get us there is a level 5 quest, so we're running a little ahead of schedule, so we're gonna go ahead and make the long trek over there and see what quest he might have for us. It's very pretty around here. I mean, except for like the giant bog monsters or whatever these guys are. I'm wondering if we can like thread the needle or if we're gonna aggro them. I'm not sure. I didn't hear anyone aggro, so we may have made it in the clear. Look how pretty that is. That's just so pretty, man. Alright, let's see what he wants.
Elune be with you.
You have something for me? I have some rare earth for you.
Be careful.
Ah, it's here. I have waited for this rare earth for quite some time. I hope it's still fresh. Thank you for bringing it to me, Liara. You are a night elf who is generous with her time.
May the stars guide you.
Now, let us place this rare earth in my planter. Okay. Thank you again, Liara. This rare earth will be very helpful in my experiments. Wonder what makes it so rare.
What brings you here?
The creation of Teldrassil was a grand achievement, but now the world must shift to regain its balance.
Goddess,
Okay.
watch over you.
The timberlings of Teldrassil are elementals of nature. In some ways, they reflect the natural order of plants and animals on our great tree. So it is disturbing to see how angry the timberlings have become. I believe it has something to do with the soil. I have been working on different methods of nurturing plants and would like to try them on the timberling seeds. Please, can you gather seeds from timberlings around Lake Alameth and bring them to me? Alright, we can do that.
Elune light your path. Till next we meet.
Small timberlings are sprouting around the waters of Lake Alameth. I'm afraid these sprouts are beyond help. We should try to clear them from the land before they grow large enough to cause trouble. When you're wandering the lake, if you see any timberling sprouts, please take them. Help keep our land clean.
Good luck, friend.
Alrighty, so we'll have to get 8 timberling seeds from these timberlings. We can do that. Hopefully, I don't know how common the drops are. We'll have to see. Apparently, they're not going to be 100%. Oh, these must be the timberling sprouts. Okay. Yeah, we see them all over. These guys will be easy to get, right? Yeah, we'll need 12 of those. And then we still have to keep working up our abilities. What are we doing right now? We're doing daggers, and we only need 1 more point now. Oh, and I need to buff. And I have thorns now that will help because then as the enemies attack me, they will take damage. Thorns sprout from the friendly target, causing 3 nature damage to attackers when hit. So I just got to remember to keep that buffed. And then that'll help me build up my skills. Will I be able to get it? Nope, I will not. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to get it before he got me. I need to heal a little. My goodness. But yeah, it should go pretty quickly, I think. We're just gonna go all over this area and pick up timberling seed or sprouts. Try and get seeds from these guys, which it seems like, considering I still have 0, they're not going to be that common. Although these guys aren't super high level, it looks like they're like 5 and 6. So it should go pretty quick, and I'm gonna work on building up my weapon skills as well, because this is a prime opportunity to do it. You know, just to stay up to date. And we're very close. Well, we're not very close. We're about halfway through level, but I think a lot of this is rested. So it shouldn't take us too terribly long to get to the next level. So we'll see how long this takes us, and if we gain any levels, then that will be all the better. You know, you would think that these timberling seeds would be more common considering how much we out-level them. I mean, we only need one more sprout, but we've only found one seed. That's like insane to me. Just like how crazy the drop rate is. I mean, it doesn't help that there's several other people out here killing them as well, which means there's a bunch of these that are unguarded, but then there's not so many of the actual timberlings to attack. Because with classic, that is one improvement I think retail has for sure over classic, is how you tag mobs. In the original way of playing WoW, if somebody else tagged it, you could not get credit even if you attacked it. It didn't matter. But in retail, you can just get a tap on it. It doesn't matter. If you hit it once, you can get credit. I mean, that does lead to some cheesing, which, you know, can lead to some dishonesty and people just trying to get credit when they're not really putting in the work for mobs and stuff, which, you know, that's not always fair. But at the same time, I don't know. It's a difficult thing to balance, I think. But yeah, now we have all of our sprouts, and unless this guy drops a seed, we still only have one seed. Yeah, so it's gonna be a while, I think, because not only is it a very low drop rate, I also have to wait for the mobs to respawn with the other people that are questing in the area. So hopefully it won't take too long. I mean, you can see we're 58% through level now, so... And we have defense and daggers at 39. We almost have them at 40. Of course, once we level up, there's our second seed. Once we level up, then we will have 5 more points that we get to level up. So it's going to be all kinds of fun. But anyways, we're going to be at this for a little while at least. All right, so we just got our last timberling seed. And I think before I turn them in, I'm actually going to head back to Dolinar because our bags are completely full and I need to sell some of this stuff. And then we will be able to turn the quest in and then kind of wrap around this way, I think, and continue on in the quest line. So we're going to go sell real fast and then we will return back to him to give him the things that he asked for. Man, I will be glad when we start getting some of our forms. I think bear form is the first form, but man, when we get our travel powers, it's going to be so nice. And then imagine hitting level 70 and getting flying. All right, so we have some seeds for you. Do you have the seeds? I am eager to plant them. Indeed, we do.
Watch over you.
You got them. This is good. I will plant these seeds in the special soil I have prepared. I believe the seeds will sprout into timberlings who are much more docile. Perhaps you can see the results. Liara, can you take one of the seeds you brought me to my friend Relian Greenspire? He is a druid in Darnassus, and when last we spoke, he revealed his interest in my work with the timberlings. He had some ideas himself, and he will appreciate a specimen seed to work with. Thank you, Liara. You have been a great help to me. I hope that someday you will see the fruit of my labors. You will usually find Relian walking the pathways of the Cenarian enclave in Darnassus.
May the stars guide you.
All right, and now we have the sprouts. Hello, Liara. Have you found the sprouts near the waters? Indeed, I have. That's a lot. I'm afraid they're spreading at a dangerous rate. I hope I can solve the riddle of what is tainting them. Thank you for your help, Liara. The land is a cleaner place from your efforts. All right, so we'll grab the gloves. They're cloth, but they sell for more, so.
Good luck, friend.
There we go. And now we are level 9. So we'll be able to check the trainer. As far as our skills, we had gotten daggers and defense up to max. And staves was almost up to max. Now, of course, we have 5 more levels to do, but that is what it is. So I think what we're going to do now is wrap around the lake and maybe check out what this is. The strange fruited plant. And then we'll probably head up to Dolinar. I know we now have a couple of quests that we need to do in Darnassus, including Crown of the Earth. So we may see about making that run. Plus, then we can pick up our profession. So we were going to go mining and jewel crafting. I don't think we can pick up jewel crafting in Classic until we get to Outlands, but we can at least pick up mining and be working that up. So we'll be able to get that taken care of. Which side? Excuse me. I guess these are higher level. These are bark rippers. All right. So which side of the lake is it? I guess it doesn't really matter because the lake ends, so we could just head along in this direction, I think. I need to rebuff. But this will be some good experience. Then we'll be level 10 before you know it. I think level 10 will be an exciting level because I believe that's when we can pick our specialization. Now, my specialization is going to be resto. So it's going to make questing a lot harder, but I think it'll be worth it. But we're going to head around until we get to whatever that strange fruited plant is, and I imagine we're probably going to get attacked a few more times along the way. Yep. So we'll just be earning some casual XP in the meantime. All right, so we have finally made it away from the lake. That was a fun, beautiful place to be, but now we are moving on. I feel like we're drawing near to wherever this tree should be. Maybe it's just around this tree that was right there. We'll have to see. Now we have different mobs to fight. The night saber stalkers. Still level 8 though, so this is about the right challenge level of where we need to be. We're not able to kill them quite as fast, but this is also a good opportunity to build up our defense. Now, building up defense is important because while in a dungeon or a raid, we wouldn't necessarily be getting hit per se. When we're questing, we definitely will be, and if we have a very low defense, then we're going to get hit so much harder. So I feel like it's important to build up these skills when everything is still relatively easy. And plus, we still have Oaken Scout. Oh, there it is. It is definitely a strange fruited plant. All right. Let's see what we got. Hanging from beneath its fronds of this glowing plant is a large round fruit. Denalan would want to study this fruit, you are certain. Okay, so we'll take it back to him. But I think we're going to do that after we head over to Darnassus. So I think we'll head up here. I see it on the map here, the tourmaline vial for Crown of the Earth. It should be like somewhere probably just on the other side of that tree. So we'll head there. We'll fill up our file. And then I think we'll make a pit stop at Darnassus. We haven't been there yet. I know in retail you can just fly there from Dolinar even when you've never been there. But I'm almost certain... There's the Moonwell we got to fill it up at. I'm almost certain in Classic you have to actually make the run, which, you know, is good. It gives you the experience of having to see it first. I mean, I understand. Let's fill this up real fast. I understand why retail is the way it is. I mean, in theory, everybody has already played this and they don't want to play it again. So they kind of streamline it so it's more... so it's less inconvenient, really. But then you have the peculiar outliers like me who actually enjoy questing. Like, I re-roll characters because I'm tired of high-level content, you know? Like, I want something different. I don't want to keep doing the daily grind. I want to enjoy building up a character again. And in retail, leveling just, it happens too fast. You can go from a level 1 character to a max level character in probably significantly less than a week, but definitely in a week. And that's with casual playing. If you're like working at it and like playing for several hours a day, you might could even get it in like a couple of days. I think I remember hearing Math say that he had gotten his character leveled in like just a few hours, which that to me, that's just crazy. Because I mean, you don't get to enjoy the process of actually leveling a character that way. It's just go. I mean, you pretty much start playing and then it's done. We're gonna skip the Relics of Awakening right this second. And when I do the little bit of running around we have first, man, there are so many cats around here. They're definitely gonna aggro onto me. But yeah, so we will navigate through the maze of Night Sabers until we can get to the road to Darnassus. I want to see what we can do there. Also, I might visit the auction house because we have a few items that I'd like to see if we can get some extra money on the auction house. So we have like 21 silver. I don't know how much we can auction, but we'll give it our best shot. All right, we are almost to the road to Darnassus. That should be it right ahead according to my map, because this is Darnassus. So, yeah, that goes to the Oracle Glade, that goes back to Dolinar, and then Darnassus straight ahead. So, we are going to run into Darnassus the old-fashioned way, under the massive gates. It's so... You know, sometimes when you're just playing and you're not really reading the quests and stuff, like you don't really appreciate these grand sites for what they really are. And immediately the first thing I need to do is fix my chat. So I haven't been to a capital city yet, and I hate trade chat so much. I always turn it off immediately and just stick it in its own tab for the off chance that I might want to see trade chat. It's yet to happen in the many, many years that I've played WoW, but just in case, I have it there. Now we're going to head in. So, ooh, there's a quest there we can pick up, but this is where we need to head, to Relly and Greenspire. Oh, and there's another quest there as well. Okay, so we have 2 quests we can pick up. And we also need to train, and there's also a weapon master, I believe, over here. And we can, I think we're already trained in what we can, maybe not over here. Maybe it's, oh wait, right here, right? Weapon master. Yeah, back in Burning Crusade, you had to train up. Let's see. Oh, fist weapons. Can we actually learn that? Okay. Nice. So what can the other masters train? The grace with which I fight is not something I can teach you, but I can teach you the use of various weapons. What can the other ones teach? I can direct you to other weapon masters if you prefer. What interests you? So let's see. I'm guessing these are what we could learn. I didn't know. Really? Can I really? I don't know if these are exactly accurate. So I feel like we'll have to go to Ironforge and Stormwind and see what they have to offer. Let's just go ahead and repair and sell. Let's see. I don't need mushrooms or the belt. I don't need that or that. I don't need these. That's quest item. That's my dagger that I'm using to train on. All right, and the rest of that stuff is either stuff I need to keep or stuff we can attempt to auction. That training on fist weapons, though, knocks me down to 13 silver. So we'll see. Let's see. I think if I can remember where the auction house is. Is it this one? That's weapons. General goods. I thought it was, maybe it's near here in the general vicinity. Unless, or maybe it's down here. I don't know. I thought it was in this building, but that might just be in retail. I'll have to ask a guard, I think. Maybe there's not an auction house in Darnassus and in Burning Crusade. I don't know. That's something I haven't really thought about. Can't wait to get a cat mount, man. It's going to be so much fun. All right, let's go find a guard. Because we also could ask about training, right? For professions. And finding out where the mining trainer is. Because the original Liara was jewel crafting, enchanting. But that's not really a self-sustainable profession. Oh, that's not a guard.
Be careful.
That's not really a sustainable profession. You need mining jewel crafting unless you're planning on buying everything. Auction house. Where is that? Oh, I was right. It is in that vicinity. But I must have just missed it. All right. So let's head to the auction house. I'm trying to think if I remember where the mining trainer is. I think it's on like over near Relian is where I need to go anyways. Okay, I don't know why I looked right here and didn't see it. Okay. But yeah, this is where it is. So that stuff I'm going to keep. I especially want to save the voodoo claw for Oaken Scowl. But this other stuff, I don't need this. So let's see if we can auction it. All right. I think we have basically auctioned what we could. Some of these items are quest items, and some of them are not auctioning very well. For example, this Peace Bloom, you can sell it to a vendor for 10 copper, but people are auctioning it for 8 and 9 copper. Like, even the people auctioning it for 10 copper, you're spending money for a deposit. So it's cheaper just to vendor it. So, and then like the plans, they were also auctioning for the same price as vendor, which means you lose money by trying to auction it because you have that deposit. So I'm just going to vendor those real fast because we won't be able to make money on them. And now what we're going to do is I think we're going to head, well, I guess we'll stop at each one of these along the way as we make our way to Aurelian Greenspire, because that's also where the Druid trainer is in the Cenarian Enclave. So we won't be able to train up until we get there. So we're going to head to the Temple of the Moon first and see what quest this is. I'm not sure what it will involve, so we'll have to check it out. All right, we're in the Temple Gardens. This is crazy how like vast it is. If you think about it, that's another thing about Classic is it forces you to run to a lot of places, so you actually get to experience just the sheer vastness of the world. I mean, don't get me wrong, I really enjoy being able to get around places faster in retail, but when you're not able to do so and you're forced to run, I think it helps you appreciate just how large this world really is, because you're not getting anywhere super quick. You're having to take your time to get there. I don't think you can even buy a mount until level 30. So
I am honored.
All right, let's see what Priestess Amora has for us. Lady Sathra was once beloved of Elune, graceful and pure. The spider spun her silver threads through the moonlight, catching the evening mist. The silvery dew had strong healing powers and was kept here in the temple. But of late, Sathra has descended into madness. Her future generations are now threatened as well. Find Lady Sathra, Liara, and end her suffering. She dwells along the northern borders of Teldrassil, near the Wellspring Lake. Gather her silvery spinnerets and bring them back to me. All right, we can do that. All right. And now after that, there was a quest, I swear. Unless it was the same quest. I wonder if they had the same quest in 2 locations. Or maybe it doesn't show because we're in the temple. But we'll have to run by that area anyway, so we'll be able to find out as we head over to Aurelian. Well, I guess that maybe was just a duplicate quest because I definitely don't see it on the map anymore. And that's okay. I mean, we got the quest. That's all that really matters. So we will just go ahead and head on to Aurelian Greenspire. And also, if we see the Druid trainer before we get there, we can go ahead and train up. I don't remember. It's in the general area. I just don't remember exactly where. All right, we are definitely running into Aurelian first. Hello, and how may I help you? Ah, a timberling seed. I wanted to try growing one of these to help Denalan with his studies. But I'm afraid I've discovered that a corruption has overgrown in many of the timberlings, and seeds from such creatures carry their parents' taint. They are beyond my talents to repair. Denalan is very skilled with things that grow. He may find a cure for future timberlings. He may be their only hope.
Goodbye.
There is a malevolence growing in the timberlings. We are trying to find the source. But until we do, in order to keep Teldrassil safe, we must cut down the timberlings who are beyond help. Those that wander Wellspring Lake in northern Teldrassil are the most tainted. They must be removed. Destroy the timberlings you find there and gather the mossy tumors growing upon them. Bring the tumors to me so that they may be burned. Okay, so that's another quest they have there. This is getting into some higher level quests here, so we're gonna have to be careful because we are level 9, and we're starting to get to quests that are our level. I think, yep, there's the Druid trainer. I knew he was around here somewhere.
How may I help?
Can we train anything? Welcome, my sister. If you are here to train, then I would be delighted to train you. There are rumors of strife within the Cenarian circle, but you should pay such loose talk no heed. Our archdruid Fandral Staghelm leads us all, and all of Teldrassil to glory. Alright, so let us see what we can do. Okay, so entangling roots could be useful, and healing touch rank 2. So we'll go ahead and drag those to our bar. And then I think this is under in here. Now, I'm not sure. I might end up moving this for shortcut keys. I think that might be good. Now, the only other thing I can think of that I wanted to do here is see if they have a mining trainer. This is where we'll be able to train riding when we get there. And it'll be 31 gold, man. We'll have to save up. We need to find a guard, though, so we can see. I'm going to actually walk around this way and see if we can find a guard and ask if there is a mining trainer. I think if there is one, it's like along that back wall of Craftsman Terrace. But it's been a very long time since I've played before Cataclysm, before they changed how it worked, Darnassus, where everything was. So it's entirely possible that the things I'm remembering are after they changed it and not the way it was originally. So we'll just find a guard and ask. Oh, we have another quest here. Well, I'm going to pick this up while I'm here. This wasn't showing up on the map, was it? Maybe it was covered by the icon?
Greetings.
Your body looks worn and your spirit weary. Rest yourself beneath our roof and allow a loon to guide your dreams.
Asha
Imp in
Fela.
a ball. Greetings, Druid. I've been expecting you. An acquaintance of mine asked me to give you something when you stopped by. He mentioned something about a reward for a purchase you made from some mutual friends. Maybe you know what he meant? Anyway, here's your reward. Oh, one more thing. My acquaintance, Lanjo Longshot, said that if you ever lose this item, you can find him on the docks in Booty Bay to get a replacement.
Go in peace.
Imp in a ball. Okay.
goddess watch over you.
Greetings, Liara. I've been expecting you. An acquaintance of mine asked me to give you these when you stopped by. He mentioned something about a reward you for your purchase you made from some mutual friends. Maybe you know what he meant. This sounds mighty familiar. Anyway, here's your reward. Oh, one more thing. My acquaintance, Lanjo Longshot, said that if you ever lose an item, let me guess, you can find him on the docks in Booty Bay to get a replacement. How did I know?
May the stars guide you.
What is this? Ask a question, then the right click to receive your answer. So, what does this do? Yeah, sure. You keep thinking. Oh, okay. So it's like a little toy. Oh, Void Feather Dragonhawk. Interesting. We can't use this yet. But we're actually going to deposit both of these in the bank for now. That Void Feather Dragonhawk, that'll be very nice when we get to level 70 and we buy flying, because then we won't have to buy a flying mount. Now, this is back in the day when mounts actually took up bag space, same with toys. So we definitely won't be carrying these around, but because we're already very limited on bag space. But that's pretty cool that we got that. We'll definitely be prepared for a level 70.
Farewell.
It's just as well we came to the
What
bank
brings you
because
here?
there are guards here. So, profession trainer. They do not have mining here. Okay. So, good to know. We just
Darnassus.
cannot pick up mining here. That may be something we have to run to Stormwind or Ironforge for. But for now, we just won't worry about it. And since I cannot mine, I guess we should just go ahead and put our mining pick into the bank as well. Okay, so now that we have taken care of all of our business in Darnassus, I think we will head back to... Actually, I think we'll take the flight path. That way we won't have to make this run. There's not a flight path. I totally forgot about that. So in retail, there is actually a flight path from Dalinar to Darnassus. And now I'm remembering that's why you can't just take a flight path here. You have to make the run because it doesn't exist. I totally forgot about that. It's been that long, man. Anyways, so instead we are going to run back to Dalinar and turn in the Crown of the Earth quest. And then we may go ahead and make a stop by Lake Alameth and turn in the Glowing Fruit quest. Because I don't really want to tackle these high-level quests yet. I say high-level, these next level quests that we have to do. We either will have to do the Relics of Awakening, which I kind of think might be the next thing we do, or we would have to go up into that area near where the mossy tumors are. And I think I want to wait on that because Oakenscowl is in that area and he's an elite. So I feel like we're not high enough level to deal with him yet. So for now, we're 36% through level. We're close to level 10, but not quite there. So we're going to head back to Dalinar, turn in the quest, see how close we get, and then head to the lake. You know, I am looking at our quests and looking at the map. There are supposed to be some ambushers down here. There are. So we haven't quite made it back to Dalinar yet, but I think we're going to hop down here and take these out because this is actually a lower level than we are quest, which will give us that little bit of XP boost we need in order to get to level 10. These are level 6 and 7 mobs, so it shouldn't be too difficult for us to take them out. We only have to take out 6 of them, so this should go pretty quickly. The one thing about these ambushers is they constantly run away, but you know what? My new roots was really helping with that. It's like, I don't think so. We only need 2 more of these guys. They're going down pretty easy. The most annoying thing about them is when they get low health, they're just like running away. They're like, peace out. And, they're easy enough to take down otherwise. All right, that was our last ambusher. So now we are going to get back up to the road and we're going to head back. I think I'm going to have to take him out. Maybe I can skirt him. We'll see. We're going to head back to the road, head back to Dolinar, and turn in these quests. That's 3 quests between Dolinar and the lake that we can turn in. Surely we can get enough XP to get to level 10 very soon, if not with these quests. Because we're now 48% through level, so we'll just have to see how that goes. But we're definitely going to hit up the Relics of Awakening next, which means we're going to have to clear out our bag space because that's going to be 4 relics that we're going to have to hold. So we got to make sure we have 4 bag spaces. Oh, goody. We can turn in our Ambusher's quest because we have run into the Moon Priestess Amara.
Greetings.
You have served the good people of Dolinar and Darnassus well, brave Druid. As a member of the Sentinel Force of Teldrassil, I salute your efforts. Why, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Now, that got us 60% through level. I don't know that the other 2 quests are going to be quite enough to get us to level 10, but we're definitely going to be at least 3/4 there. Like, if we didn't get to 75%, I would be surprised. Do a drive-by buffing. That's the kind of thing that people always used to do. Not so much in retail anymore. People just kind of do their own thing and don't worry about random people passing by. But I remember that was always a thing when you were passing by. If you had a buff, you would give it out when you ran by someone. I don't know why. It was just the polite thing to do, I guess. All right, we're going to repair our durability and see if we can sell anything also.
The loon be with you.
Do we have anything to sell? We have... wait. We're using a staff. Is this staff better? 1.4 damage. Ooh, we're going to upgrade our staff and sell this one.
Quality.
All right, now these daggers, they're the same. Right? Nope, that's a sword. We don't need that. And then to get rid of the cloth, we're just going to make 3 bandages real fast and then sell those because we are leveling up our first aid in the process. We're at 15 first aid.
What brings you
and then we
here?
can just sell those. And then we need to
Goddess,
cook
what
the
you-
egg, I guess. Or, I don't know. It's just 1 egg? I don't know. I feel like we'll be carrying a spice pack anyways, because doesn't that take... Yeah, it takes mild spices, which means we'll have spices we're carrying with us. So let's just turn this in, and we have a future quest there. Wait. You're a druid trainer? Oh, I didn't even know there was a druid trainer here. We didn't have to run all the way to Darnassus, guys. Okay. At first, the reports of crazed furball attacks were dismissed. Who could have thought that the peace-loving bearman would turn to mindless rage? Yet another of the problems that plagues us here in our new home.
Go in peace.
Shando's Stormrage never returned, and the druids were in disarray, and to this day we still do not know what became of him. With Malfuria missing, Archdruid Fandral Staghelm took over the leadership of the druids, convincing the Circle of Ancients in Darkshore that it was time for our people to rebuild, and that it was time for our people to regain their immortality. With the approval of the Circle, Staghelm and the most powerful druids grew Teldrassil, the new world tree.
May the stars guide
All was not well with Teldrassil, however. Staghelm's carefully made plans for the New World Tree had borne out as he had hoped, but there was one small problem, a problem to which many of the troubles on Teldrassil may be attributed. However, I will not get into that yet. You must visit the last Moonwell to the northwest in Oracle Glade. Under the boughs of the Oracle Tree lies the first and most powerful of our wells. Retrieve a phial of its water and return to me.
Denadris.
All right, so it sounds like after we do Relics of Awakening, then we have a whole bunch of stuff to do up here. All right, so now let's head to Lake Alameth and turn in the glowing fruit. So we are 71% through level. We're definitely not going to level, but we'll be very close. We'll be in a good position so that maybe we can, I don't know, maybe we can kill some mobs along the way to get us to level 10 before we go into the cavern to get the relics of awakening. I don't know, they make me nervous because that quest, I remember, has always been a bit of a pain in the butt because you have to kill all of the furbolgs, but they're clustered very tightly and they run away when they get low health.
I am
So
honored.
you're constantly fighting. Liara, you look like you have something to tell me. Do you have news concerning the timberlings? I have a glowing fruit for you, sir.
Goddess, watch over you.
You found this on Teldrassil. Intriguing. This fruit is exotic. Perhaps its seeds were brought here from far off. Perhaps even as far as Azeroth. And there's something about this fruit. It seems to have reacted very strangely with the soil of Teldrassil. Thank you, Liara. Now, if you excuse me, I must study this further.
May the stars guide you.
All right. So we have brought him fruit. Oh, let's see how these seeds grow in my prepared soil. How do they grow? Will they grow at all? Oh, boglings. My goodness. Our staff does a lot more damage now. That's awesome. We get a boggling root. What is a boggling root? Increase physical damage. Okay. That's definitely going to be useful. So then we can decrease target damage and increase our damage. That's going to be nice. All right. Let's get our other boggling root. That's definitely... Actually, that might even help with the Relics of Awakening. So we got 87% through. It's possible we could level up, but I think honestly, we're just going to head into the cavern and we're going to get the Relics of Awakening. Well, there is definitely some interesting things going on around the lake. What is with that strange fruit? I don't know. It doesn't seem too good to me, but we'll have to figure out more later. Next, though, we have to check out the Relics of Awakening. So that's going to be in our next episode. If you like this kind of content, please make sure to like, subscribe, follow, share, all that good stuff. If you want to watch live, we're on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble, and the links are in the description. If you want to see which games we're playing each day, I post them on x.com/Liara27. And I hope you'll join me in the next one. Until then, guys, bye.